Yo, CEO Nafis checking in. I know I was gone for a minute. Y'all know how I do. I always leave and come back, but when I come back with a legendary exclusive. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I got a legendary interview. Y'all always know I bring y'all legendary interviews. I got the one and only Ksmith with me today. What's up, K?
Yeah, what's up, Feast?
What's the deal, man?
Man, we here, dog. Long time coming.
Long time coming, man.
We here.
Super long time coming.
What's up, dog?
Appreciate you for coming to the show.
Appreciate you, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we here, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Let's do it. What's the deal? How you feeling?
You know what, man? I had a good day today.
Yeah, me too.
I've been having a good year. How your year been going?
I've been good, man. I'm blessed. You know, everybody healthy, happy, working, pushing forward. So that's all we can ask for, you know.
For sure.
Taking our blessings day by day, and you know.
For sure.
And asking for the right tools to be able to deal with whatever come with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Where you from, man? Where exactly where you from?
I'm from West Philly, 54th Street. 54th and Master, West Philly. Yeah.
That's where Sear at, right? That's Sear Middle School. Sear
That's
Middle School right there.
From, like right there, Shoemaker.
Shoemaker, I said Sear, Shoemaker, you're
Heston.
right. Heston, yep, absolutely. Yeah, man. So I'm glad you here, man. You know, it's I feel like with you, it's a lot that people don't know about.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a lot that people don't know about, and there's a lot that people want to know.
All right.
You feel me? So I want to know what was your childhood like growing up, right? Mm-hmm. Because we don't know.
Right.
We know the last name. We know the last name.
Yeah.
Very legendary last name.
Yeah.
And we just want to know what was your childhood like.
My childhood. So I'm from Philly, West Philly. So it was basically anybody that's somewhat growing up in Philly, you know, same type of household. I had the opportunity to live both lives and see both sides of society and just live both ways. It's like, you know, growing up in Philly, like I said, I'm from 54th and Master, so I would, you know, my mom at that time, I'm born in '89. You know, so around that time, you know, anybody who had parents in their household at that time, they know what was going on at that time for the most part in the city that we from. But shit, man, growing up was regular, man. Like I said, I got to experience both sides of life. So I was living in 54th Street, but every summer I'd be able to fly out to LA and stay with my uncle, which is Will Smith, and stay with my uncle and experience that side of life. But when I wasn't doing that, I'd come back, I'd be in Philly and going to school. Like I said, I went to Heston. I went to a couple of charter schools in Philly. I was getting kicked out of a lot of schools and stuff in Philly, and I ended up getting sent away to LA. They took me away from my mom, and I ended up getting sent to LA to live with one of my uncles. And while I was in LA, you know, LeBron's son, he go to a school called Sierra Canyon right now. They put me in Sierra Canyon. So I went to that school. You know, we was one of the first black kids and families and stuff going there and meet my cousin Trey and some of our friends and stuff like that. But I got kicked out of Sierra Canyon too, and then you know I was sent away to like therapeutic boarding schools and boarding camps and boot camps and things of that such for like 5 years. So
was you a troubled kid?
Well, when they took me away from my mom and moved me, and made me stay in LA, it was on the tip like, all right, well, y'all. I wasn't even trouble. Like, I wouldn't even say I was trouble. I would just say I was different. When you coming from Philly and then you go to, like I said, the same school that LeBron's son go to right now. So when you think about it, it's like it's just our cultures was different. So
Right.
my whole energy, my bop, the way I carry myself, and everything's a little different. So unless you're used to it, it's probably a little much or they don't understand it, you know. And
So did you was when you was in Philly on 54th Street, was y'all like, what type of environment was it? Was y'all struggling at one point?
I mean, I was in the hood, you know what I'm saying? My mom was broke. So we was, you know, but my mom always worked. She a hustler. She probably one of the most hustling people in my family, to tell you the truth. So she always was a hustler and can get a job and go and flip and make money. But overall, you know, we ain't had no real money like that. But I'll probably be in the middle of, you know, in the hood with Jordans on and looking good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we still in the hood. We ain't eating nothing.
You ain't super struggle, but y'all had times where.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, we ain't. I wouldn't say I was just super poor because I had my resources. My resources was always up. But like I said, when it come to just living in my household, I don't know my real dad. You know what I'm saying? So my stepdad, he played the part and he helped how he could. But like I said, my mom was working a regular job, 9 to 5. So, you know, 9 to 5s don't really even do nothing for society in today's day and age, to tell you the truth. So, I mean, we grew up, like I said, half of us was poor and half of us was rich. And, you know, like, honestly, if you really want to know.
So give me, so you grew up in Philly.
Yeah.
You get sent to LA.
Got sent to LA.
That was a hell of a transition.
Yeah.
So you get sent to LA with your uncle, which is what, your mom, brother?
Yeah, well, I got sent to LA with my Uncle Harry first. He was the person that they sent me to, took me in first. And we're just different, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't have a super relationship prior to me moving in with him. But when I'm
so your mom sent, sorry to cut you off, but did your mom send you there due to?
My mom didn't send me there. We went to court. They was fighting over custody for me. My family and my mom was fighting over custody over me because they were trying to take me away from my mom because of the environment that I was in Philly. It just was, like I said, anybody that kind of was raised around that time, you know what the households was like. You know what was going on with our parents at that time and things like that. And just the environment I was in. Like I said, I was getting kicked out of all of the schools I went to. And I wouldn't say I was bad, but we was just, you know, we was just regular kid shit, if you ask me, to tell you the truth. It's just different in the environment that we raised from, so we adapt to that. And like I said, my family tried to move me out of that, and then the way to do that was taking me, you know, they had to fight for custody because my mom wasn't trying to give custody, so they ended up winning and they took me away from my mom. And they took me to LA, and when I got to LA, I was getting kicked out of Sierra Canyon, I think, and then that's when I started going to, like, they sent me away to a therapeutic boarding school, and that's when I started getting in legal troubles because I felt like, damn, y'all sending me away like I'm a bad kid or something, like, you know, and y'all took me away from my mom, so I'm gonna show y'all exactly what y'all think y'all getting. And I started just acting up, rebelling and doing stuff like that. But
so when you say, so being as though your mom had a legal battle with you and your uncles, that's very different.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
That normally really don't happen between like an uncle and between a brother and a sister.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, what type of mom was your mom at the time? Was she like? Was she in the streets? Was she on drugs? Like,
I mean,
because I understand due to that situation, that's just telling me that.
All of our parents at that time, a lot of people, parents at that time was, you know, we was all growing up in like drug infested households.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like what the reality of the situation was. And my mom was always a good, loving parent. She was a great person and still is. But she was fighting some of the battles that she was dealing with on her own. And when you growing up in those environments and you young and things of that sort, anything that's going on kind of stands out to you.
Right.
And yeah, but my mom, like I said, she's one of the most hustling people in my family, my whole family, and that's not excluding my uncle. You know what I'm saying? And she's the older sister. That's my Uncle Will's big sister. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So how many siblings is your uncles in them?
It's my uncle. It's my mom is the oldest. Then they go my Uncle Will. And my Aunt Ellen and my Uncle Harry's twins right after that.
Oh, they twins. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So,
Hell yeah.
so when you went to LA, you said you started acting out because you felt like something was taken from you, which is your mother.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I felt like something was taken from me. And then once I got kicked out of like Sierra Canyon, they sent me away to a therapeutic boarding school. So I just felt like y'all sending me away to some shit like that, and y'all took me away from my mom. Like, I'm about to go crazy. Like, I'm about to.
And how?
Cause I'm not crazy. Like, you understand? So it's like I always knew, like, I'm chilling. I'm not doing nothing that's so crazy. It's just that coming from where we from, if you're not used to it, it'll certain things that we do that's normal and natural for us rub people the wrong way. The way we talk, we might talk with our hands. It might feel more aggressive. I'm not a nigga that you just look at and it comes across like I'm friendly or happy. People tell me that a lot, but I might have a straight face and actually be in the best state, you know, that I've ever been in, and be cooling and chilling. But so yeah, that's kind of what was going on. I just wanted to, once they sent me away, it was on the tip like, oh, y'all think I'm crazy, I'm on some bullshit. So now we about to get on that, and I'm gonna show you. Overall, I would say my life is sitting back here right now, you know, grown as hell, and I would say, you know, life was good growing up. I wouldn't trade it all because I feel like everything made me who I am. I feel like those experiences I went through when I was younger gave me the tools and, you know, helped me become exactly who I am today. So I'm happy overall. I feel good.
You know, when you think about it, right, you resent like your uncles and them at the time is happening, but overall they was looking out for you in your best interest.
Facts. I never resented Willie. I never resented my Uncle Will. But my Uncle Harry, we had issues growing up because that was the person that I had to go live in, that they moved me to go live with. So he probably caught a little bit of that anyway, just, you know, feeling like he took me away from my mom. But at the same time, I always knew that it was for the greater good. I always knew that it was, but when you're young and the way certain things happen, it just is what it is. And you adapt and you deal with it the best way you can at the time. But looking back on it, you know, my Uncle Will told me that I texted him and told him, like, staying in Philly, I didn't think I was going to live past 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think I was going to make it to 16 or past 16. And I don't remember saying that, but if that's what I said, that's probably how I felt at the time. And
you saying that your Uncle Will told you he remembered you saying that to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom, yeah, I said that to him. And yeah, like I said, you know, when you're young and growing up in the environment that we from and that we grew up in, you know, especially being able to see the other side.
Yeah.
You know, you probably wanna experience the other side more than not. So I don't feel bad about nothing. I don't regret anything, and I'm happy about the way I turned out and how all the situations happened. It made me a man. When you're away from your family and things like that, you learn tools that you probably just wouldn't gain. You know, you grow up a little bit faster and things of that sort. So, you know, it's all good.
So, you know, coming from Philly and then going there, how was that lifestyle there? Was it uppity? Was it rich?
Yeah, it was definitely more uppity. Definitely was probably more rich lifestyle, and nicer households and things of that such.
You never would think that you would, because we all want what we don't have.
Right.
So we want this, and then when we get it, we want the opposite.
Right.
So I tell people living in, I say it all the time, like living in uppity, rich. Sometimes I ask myself, what the fuck is Ksmith doing in Philly? What the fuck is you down here for?
Right.
But sometimes being on a yacht and being with the big celebrities and the big politicians, and sometimes that shit get boring too.
Well, it's downtime anywhere you go. So I like being on the yachts and all of that shit. Like I'm not against that. I like that. That's the lifestyle I like.
But it do get to a time where you want to go.
When I come home, because my friends that I grew up with is from here. I always been in touch with Philly. I always stayed in tune with Philly. I always come home. I end up actually coming home and staying home for months and longer periods of time. And I get too comfortable because I'm not a person that's stuck in this environment and city. So when I come home, I enjoy this shit, man. I live it up to the maximum capacity because I'm not stuck. So since I'm not probably stuck here or forced to stay here all the time, when I come, it's just like, you know, everybody happy to see me. I'm happy to see my people. And we do a lot of things that, you know, they don't always do when because they live in here. And
Right.
I come back and I just chill and I vibe. And I feel like, you know, honestly, it's less expensive out here in the city of Philly than it is in LA. So
Yeah.
everything on every level, food, videos, chicks, everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get to come home and have my way a little bit as well when it comes to that. But it's easy to get caught up because the way I live is nice cars, it's nice houses and shit out here in the city. So it's hard for me to leave that sometimes because the love for me too that I receive here is the real love.
Right.
When I'm in Philly, when I'm in LA, the people in LA is like, they like me because I'm Ksmith and I'm Will Smith's nephew. The people in Philly, it's like they gonna rock with me regardless, or they not.
Do you feel like you gotta live up to that name?
Sometimes, but
how does that affect your mentality with feeling like you have to live up to that name? Do you?
Well, because it make you want to live up to. It's not necessarily just the name, but it's the lifestyle that my uncle created. So my last name puts a stigma on me that I have to carry things a certain way, in other people's mind, not my mind. Well, my mind too, probably at times.
Right.
But as I get older and all of that, I try not to, you know, as you start searching for real happiness and things of that sort, you just do things that make you feel good in your spirit and your soul. But I can't say that it affects me because my name Ksmith, so everybody want to see me do things on the same level that Big Willie has done his whole life. So if it's not done on a Smith level, it kind of works against me.
Right.
On whatever it is. But once you start to work on yourself and grow as a person and you love yourself as a person, don't none of that shit affect you, man, because it's all bullshit for real, for us. People opinions and it's bullshit. So once you love yourself and you working on yourself and you get comfortable and happy with yourself, you cool with exactly who you are and where you at with it, and you just striving every day to get better to make yourself more happy.
What makes you happy on an honesty level?
Being around my family. I'm a family person. Being around family, friends, people that I love, that makes me happy. Money makes me happy. I know they act like it don't, but I feel good with it. Traveling, nothing better than traveling the world. My ideal day would be sitting in the Bahamas in a big crib, couple ladies around, smoking on the balcony, chilling, can go jump in the ocean when we want, eat good.
Yeah.
Might take a boat out for the day. That makes me happy. But being around my grandma, that makes me happy. You know, like I said, family, friends.
So
making music. I love making music and creating music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me happy as well.
So Will Smith is your uncle. How? Is he your mom brother, your dad brother?
That's my mom brother.
Okay, how many siblings it is?
There's 4 of them. My mom, which is Pam Smith. My Uncle Will is next in line. And then my Aunt Ellen and Uncle Harry is twins.
Okay.
After that. So yeah. And Big Willie, what I say in Big Willie more than my uncle, that nigga like my dad, the one I never had, told me it'll make or break a nigga on the tread. It say a lot if you can control them voices in your head. So it's just like, yeah, Big Willie is like more like a father figure to me, honestly, because for one, I respect him as such. And then he the only man that's really came into my life and gave me nothing but good, positive input and energy that's to uplift my soul genuinely and unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? There's never been a time where I felt like he's not had my back. There's never been a time where I felt like he hasn't looked out for me, protected me, or gave me all of the information that he has to help me succeed and grow. And that's all we can ask for.
Right.
You know, that's all you would want from, to give your kids. And that's all as a child you could ask for from someone of that stature. So
have you ever seen Big Will do any wrong in your eyes? Like, come on. The way you describe him.
I mean, wrong. It's to each his own, man. We all living and learning. And if you learn from everything, it's not necessarily a wrong thing. You might have could have went about something better, but it's not a wrong thing.
I'm asking you.
Do I think I've seen him do
Is
something?
he one of those guys? Because he perfect to us on TV. And I know everybody's human. I know everybody eat, sleep, shit the same.
Big Willie, the closest to perfect that I've seen.
That's my point. That's what I wanted to. That's because I know people like that. Like,
But that's because he works.
like they could do no wrong in my eyes.
Of course, I know his flaws.
Yeah.
Of course, I know where he's made mistakes or could have handled things better. But he's probably the closest person that I've seen to doing everything the way that to the top tier way, and that's strictly because he puts in the work to be that though.
Did that slap with Chris Rock? Did that shit shock you like it shocked the world? Or your uncle could slap the shit out of somebody in a minute?
Oh yeah, I knew that for in a heartbeat. It didn't.
So yeah, but did it shock you because of the person that he did slap?
No, I don't care about the person that he slapped.
So that was regular to you. You like, oh.
Yeah, no, it just it actually didn't shock me at all. I actually watched it like everybody else watched it, and I actually knew what was going to happen probably before everybody else knew.
Explain that. What you mean?
Because I know Big Willie.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
So he don't play about.
He just too big of a star to be that. It wasn't no point for that to be a skit. He already won the biggest award for the night. He won the biggest award for the night. There's no point to do a skit with them like that.
Yeah.
So when he got up, I already knew what it was.
You was there that night?
No.
Oh.
I slid up on him that night.
What was the energy like with him?
He didn't want to look me in the eyes.
So he really felt.
It's crazy. I was sitting at so I'm going to tell you a story about that night. I was at my man AD crib in LA, and I was watching the Oscars, right? And we was watching it live. Yeah. And Big Willie came up and he did his thing. And when I was looking at it, I'm like, first of all, when I seen him getting up and walking up, I already knew. I said, oh yeah, this ain't going to be. And then I already knew, because I'm like, Big Willie ain't going to just walk up there just to say something either. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
Right.
That, like, what is he going to, he's just going to walk up there and whisper in his ear or something?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I already knew what it was going to be.
He could have said this.
I personally knew, but I know him. He raised me my whole life. But after the fact, I'm like, damn, all right, Big Willie, and then he still won the award. So then it was time for the after parties and shit. So I just told my man, like, yo, we going to the after party. We gonna go slide up on Big Willie and see where he at. And it's so funny because we in LA it's the Oscars, and I ain't have no credentials and no nothing. And they got Secret Service and everything protecting the after parties and the Oscars and all of that. I made my way straight to Big Willie car as he was pulling out of the after party, and I got back there, went to war with all type of Secret Service and everything, but I got back there and I slid right up on him, and as he was pulling out, and he just rolled his window. I just walked up on his car, and he rolled his window down, and I walked up on him. He said, Ksmith. I said, Big Willie. I gave him a hug. He ain't really want to look at me in his eyes because he the person that always, is on his game when it comes to me. And he probably made a decision that he probably ain't love. But I walked up on him. I gave him a hug. I told him I love him. And I told him, I said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. I said, I love you. I'll call you tomorrow. And he said, all right. And he gave me a hug. And I told Jada, I said, I love you. And then they pulled off and we kept it moving.
He felt embarrassed.
I think so, looking, to me, because he always been a superhero for us.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? He been a superhero, like literally, like there was actually times where I really thought Big Willie was a superhero. It's some real shit, bro.
Yeah.
He was, you know what I'm saying? And now, as I get older, it's better. Our relationship has even grown because we get to relate together on certain levels now, so it's even better. It's a different dynamic. Like,
let me ask you a question. Could you call him and give him 2 words of say, yo, I was thinking about you. I wanted to tell you, man, I love you. Cause I wanted to say this, cause while we talking about him, when people do that shit, it means so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you call him and just give him that sometimes? Like, yo, because when we got high respect for people sometimes, like, we might not do as much as we could do for them.
Every time I see my uncle, or I always let him know the level of how much I love him and care about him. There's never a time that go by that he don't know that.
Right.
And
Cause you know,
I might not call him as much, but I go see him every day.
But I know how you oh, so you go see him, so all right.
Yeah, I see him every day, or you know what I'm saying, even if it ain't every day, like
it's
several times a week if he in town. You know, we'll text, we locked in all the time. There's never a time where we not. But it has been times in life where I wouldn't talk to Big Willie for 3 months, but it's all the same thing. That's my uncle. It's unconditional love. Like, that's really my, like, dad.
So, how... We not gonna get this shit twisted. Will Smith is a superstar. Mm-hmm. He's not just somebody that just, like, came up. He's a superstar to the world. Mm-hmm. And how do you feel from the media and everybody speaking on a lot of different things? Because
speaking on what specifically?
Being a superstar comes with so much. I just had a conversation earlier, and I told someone that everybody they want money, they want all this success, but it comes with so much. Comes with hate, comes with jealousy,
right?
Comes with fake. It comes with a lot. That shit'll drive you crazy, and it'll drive people who love you crazy too, because there's so much there's so much backlash, like rumors of him being gay and rumors of him, just a bunch of rumors.
I mean, gay rumors don't really affect me. They don't really bother me.
Did it ever affect you though?
No, not gay rumors.
Why not?
Because Big Willie ain't gay, and if he was, that's on him. It wouldn't change the way how I love him regardless. But when you're around people, you know what's up with them. So it ain't nothing. It's just rumors. Like, it don't affect me, and it's not like it's affected our life.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form. Like, it's nothing about it that's affected. Nothing he got going on, and it ain't affect nothing I got going on. So
right.
That shit is rumors. You know, we on a level where we've been able to deal with that. That come with our family. That's
sure. We
cut like that. That's kind of like for them to deal with more than us.
Cause and the only reason why I'm speaking on it, because I never see Will respond none of that shit.
Because I said, why would he? It don't affect him. It ain't got nothing to do with him and his life. It doesn't hold any weight. It only hold weight for people that like that juice and that tea, but it don't hold no weight for the people on the other side. So it's like,
I heard a rap you said Jada kicked you out the mansion.
Well, I said when Jada kicked me out the mansion, I jumped straight into some money.
Oh, she was acting like a menace in there. She had to tell you, yeah, you gotta go. You ain't tripping. What was you doing in there?
I never was a menace. Actually, I never was a menace at all. But I never was a menace at all. But what I can say is, I just feel like, so Jada had a niece or a goddaughter at the time, and we was teenagers, and she was a menace. Tamira, that's my dog, but she was a menace, and I just felt like, you know, when like that shit turned into the teenagers like Tamira was on an ankle bracelet in the crib and all types.
She was on an ankle bracelet.
Yeah, she on an ankle monitor.
And that lifestyle
coming at Big Willie crib.
Oh
like,
my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like,
wait, hold up, bro. Somebody on an ankle bracelet.
We live with Big Willie, Tamira on an ankle bracelet in the crib and shit like that. But it's like, anyway, long story short, it's like, it turned into the teenagers, like Tamira going crazy, getting booked in on house arrest and all that, and it turned into the teenagers. You know what I'm saying? But I never felt like hold on. I'm doing this interview, babe. Text me.
Okay.
All right. I never felt like I never felt like I was a menace. I always used to just be like, I'm a smooth nigga. I'm calm. I'm out the way. I lay low. I don't do too much.
So what you get kicked out
at
for?
the time when Jada, I don't really know, but Jada told me, you know, in all fairness, at the time it felt like getting kicked out. But when she explained it to me at the time,
Tough love.
basically it was like, yo, you a certain age, it's time for you to go out there and grow up and be a man.
Yeah.
And when you not doing anything wrong, it feels like, well, if I ain't doing nothing wrong, then why I gotta leave?
Right.
So once I left and started continuing to succeed, I gained a lot of tools. So when you gain a lot of tools in that process, you feel like, damn, this might have been for a reason, because no matter what, it benefited me.
Right.
You know, even if it was just me getting kicked out. I got theories of why, other reasons as well, but I grew from it and I learned a lot of shit. So it actually made me a better person. So I'm actually thankful, because like I said, I jumped straight into some money. What I meant by that is like, all right, when Jada kicked me out the mansion, I had to learn how to pay these bills and survive and handle things. You got to learn how to hustle in a way that you didn't have to, so you actually grow and makes you a better person. So yeah.
What is it like? What is it like having that having that last name though? What is it like though?
I mean, in a lot of ways, it's beneficial. It's more beneficial than not.
All right.
Big Willie put in enough work and a lot of work out here in this world that people respect him and want to show love back to him because of the person he is. So I can walk in plenty of places in this world and they find out who I am or know my last name, and they're going to want to carry me a certain way because of the work that my uncle put in. And that's gangster.
That's real gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
I can go to China. You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
Wherever we at right now, they just hooked me up because you put the word in and they know what it is.
Crazy.
And it come from Big Willie. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more of a gift than anything. You know, it's small curses that come behind it, but that's life. And I don't complain about it. I just deal with it. I level up and boss up. I'm 35, man.
I ain't got no kids.
Because honestly, I wanted to be with the right woman. I don't want to just let anybody come into, I feel like that's a major commitment you got to deal with. And I don't want nobody just being attached to my family.
What's the longest relationship you ever been in though?
Like 10, 12 years.
For real? I never knew that.
Real shit.
I never knew you been in a relationship that long.
Yeah.
What was the breakup about?
She cheated on me. Yeah.
She cheated on you?
Yeah. But in all fairness, you know, she yeah, we broke up when she cheated.
All fairness, what though?
I was gonna just say, in all fairness, I wasn't the best in that relationship. I loved her, but I wasn't the best guy in a relationship. So it was like, you know, it was time for her to we was holding each other back, still being together. And she always was a real good person, a real innocent person. Yeah. And I was scared to completely cut her off and let her go out into the world, because I knew what she was going to deal with going into this world that I was built for and that I didn't feel like she was built for. But so I tried to still hold on to her a little bit. But it's all good.
You plan on having kids one day?
For sure. I'm gonna have kids in the next couple years.
By who?
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah. I think the way your lifestyle is and how you grew up, you got, it's very seldom. I see when you got the best of both worlds, the way you grew up from here to there that quick like that, it was a hell of a transition. It's different. Some people come from the bottom, and if they do get up there, they gradually go, and it be hard as shit, and they go do so much.
My life,
by the time they do get to the top, they got all these kids, they got...
For me, it wasn't a transition. Like I said, when I left the hospital, I'm doing this interview, bro. I'm gonna text it to you.
That's bundles?
Yeah. When I was, so for me, it wasn't a hard transition, because my mom and them said when I left the hospital, I went to my uncle's video shoot for I Think I Can Beat Mike Tyson. I left the hospital from being born and went straight to the video shoot. Just to give you understanding of how much I've been involved in this shit, literally from the day I was born. So it's not like a major transition for me. It kind of was like from day one. I always been involved in both sides.
Because some people look at you like he just want to be, he want to be hood so
Who
bad.
look at me like that, Feast?
People, you know why?
Somebody said that to you?
For sure.
Who?
You want me to name drop? Because I would.
Who said it?
Because let me say this first, right? Because the thing is this.
Who said it?
The expectation of the last name. That's the
crazy thing.
Why?
I don't even want to be hood though. Like on everything I love, I don't want to be no kind of way but me.
People think
I'm really from the hood though. I'm really from where I'm from, and it's like that's not like something that is like I'm from the hood. Like I'm not on that, bro. It's just that you gotta kind of come to where I'm from and meet my people and meet other parts of my family and meet my friends and shit like that to understand me, because I got friends. So first of all, just to be clear, I know people say that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't say it to me, but I know people say it because other people will tell me. And what it is that I have other friends that I've gained over time who felt that way because they don't know me. It's like I had some friends from LA that I brought to Philly that stayed with me on 54th Street for a week and shit like that. And it's like, once you understand that and you know my mom, you know my step pop, and you know where I'm from and you know my community and how I interact with them and things of that sort, you'll look at me in a completely different light. If you don't know any of that from me, then you'll think I'm just trying to be something or just trying to act a certain way. But I would think that you would be able to read it on me. Like, this shit is natural for me who I am. I don't even want to be nobody I'm not, Feast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could see, but like I said, it's just easier. It's like I'm more comfortable home. In the trenches, I feel the safest. It's like I ain't gonna say I feel the safest, but it's a certain thing that he's saying. He basically saying, like, I'll give you in Philly terms. It's like when I get in a car and I cross City Line Avenue and I start going on the other side, I can get pulled over out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm riding around out here in the city, I don't feel like I'm gonna get pulled over. I feel like I'm right in the mix. I don't feel like I'm gonna get pulled over. So it's just like, it's kind of like I know that it's genuine, real love here. I know what I'm getting. I know who I'm dealing with, and I know how to move now. I will say that sometimes I get too comfortable in Philly. Because it's real love though. I like the love that I receive from my people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love being around my people, and I stay with a close-knit crew of people. I don't just deal with a whole bunch of people. But I like the energy and the vibes that I get. It like when I touch down, I always say when I touch down on the East Coast, it like rejuvenates me. Like I get like a little energy. Like I like the vibe. I like the air. Mm-hmm. You know. But at the same time, I respect my city, so I try not to disrespect it.
I don't see you with Meek no more. What's going on? I used to see you with Meek all the time. I don't see you. It's a few people, a couple people I don't see you with no more. What's going on with you and Meek? Y'all had y'all niche there. I know some people grow apart. I know things happen. You still cool with Meek?
No, I just think me and Meek grew apart, man. I just think me and Meek grew apart, bro. There was some situations that I just felt like he ain't really keep it thorough with me. And,
yeah.
I'm not nobody that I don't need him.
Right.
So I don't force myself to be around. I'm not, you see him with me or you don't see him with me, I'm still gonna be behind.
Who do you mess with in the city as far as like the rap scene? Who do you mess with though? I used to see you with Willie. That song you got with Melly, that's one of my joints.
Oh, my boy. I talked to O earlier today. But and somebody else, a big rapper in the city, was telling me that they fucked with the song with me and O did today too. Mm-hmm. But who do I like on a rap tip? I like
No, I'm saying like I'm talking about as far as a relationship, not the
relationship.
song. Yeah, because at one point you was I seen you floating with a lot of people as far as the rap scene. I seen you floating around, Charlie Mack.
I still
seen you
float
a lot of
around.
people.
I still like I got relationships with real people because a lot of things that people from the city who are starting to become successful, they start to do, I've been doing my whole life. So the same way how I like with Meek. When Meek came to LA, I showed him the roots. I introduced him to all of the people. I showed him where to go. I showed him where to do this and do this with different people. I introduced him to all of the people. So and I do that for I'm like a gatekeeper for a lot of people in the city as well. And Charlie Mack is my family. You know what I'm saying? So
What happened with Mac and Oskino, man?
you had O calling me talking about
How you feel about that situation on some real shit? Like, how you feel?
how can I feel?
I'm saying, like, do you think that was communication off of the phone calls?
It definitely was communication, but everybody allowed to feel how they want to feel.
But see, my whole reason for calling you to call Charlie Mack, because I already called Charlie Mack nephew, because that's my man, my man Lydell. Shout out to Dell. And I don't know, and I'm gonna say this on here on my show. O did a couple lives and I was on his live, and he was talking about the people he was mad at. People and it was people that I was cool with. But some people that I was, now they don't answer my phone call no more.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I feel like Philly don't have a backbone. Dudes don't have a backbone.
Philly is a bunch of followers, though.
And this is my thing, though.
The city of Philly is...
And it's glad, sorry to cut you, but I'm glad that I don't need nobody. If I needed people, I'd be done. Because most of these men go off of perception. Like, they'll think something and just say F you, or they'll think something and be like, he rocking with him, like kids. My reason for calling you on the phone to get Charlie Mack on, because I be trying to diffuse. That's what men's supposed to do. We supposed to diffuse shit.
Real shit.
I'm not calling to be in the middle.
We got clear level heads.
Let's clear it up. Let's figure it out. So even with me being on a live with Oskino and he was talking about Charlie Mack and state property and what he gonna do, I didn't have nothing to do with it. He asked me to go live. I went live with him. I didn't know what he was doing.
See, I ain't never feel like you had nothing to do with it or you was disrespecting Charlie or state property or anybody. I felt like O was just saying what he felt, and I felt like he allowed to feel how he feel.
Right, and that's my thing. That's why I try to get people on the phone. See, back then, men would say, you beefing with him, before it get too far, let's try to figure it out.
Yeah.
That don't really exist no more. Because when you start making phone calls now, it's like
people
you
don't know
in
how
the
to
middle of it.
communicate. People don't know how to have real conversations as grown men because there's so much ego involved that in Philly nowadays, you say one thing and it means something else. You know what I'm saying? And the communication is just not good communication, and we grown men. And another thing I realized is that a lot of people that's stuck in the city and stuck in a city mind frame and just here in this 20, 30 mile radius, they don't got too much going on.
Talk about it.
Too much going on that make you realize how petty this shit is. Like, I'm a nigga that I done slept in a White House, bro. I done slept in Nelson Mandela house in Africa. I done did shit, bro. I don't really got time to be beefing with niggas. And just like how we was talking about with another guy in the city who asked you, like, what's up with K? I don't know what's up with K. And I protect myself from getting too close to niggas that I don't know. Because I've been through it before. I don't got time to go through it with niggas about nothing. A lot of shit be about nothing.
Bro.
Especially when it's like Charlie Mack. This is what I will say. Charlie Mack is a nigga that if you got an issue about some money, Charlie can help you get a lot of money.
Right.
You understand? So I'm not saying that your morals and your respect needs to compromise. I ain't saying that in any way, shape, or form. I'm saying that with the right communication, I'm sure it's a way that if it's an issue about some money, I'm sure we can get some money and we can make some money happen. But that don't change respect. That don't change other shit that you.
And that don't erase no nut shit that you.
That don't erase nothing nutty, ever.
Cause I say fuck your money and fuck you when you do nut shit.
If you feel like I'm disrespecting you.
But you can do.
But the communication, because when you listen to, because in all reality, the two people that we even probably be talking about most of the time, It ain't even as personal as it may seem. It may feel personal, and it's not even as personal as it may seem. Sometimes with money, that shit feel personal, but the other nigga just trying to eat, man. Everybody just trying to eat.
Yeah.
So sometimes it feel personal, and it might not even be as deep. And sometimes people don't think of you in spur of the moments the way that you would like them to. But that don't mean that they trying to disrespect you. It just mean that in that heat of the moment, they thought of something else or prioritized something else sometimes. And communication can change all of that, because sometimes, and people is allowed to fuck up, bro.
That's what I was
We
about
gotta
to
have
say.
grace with people, bro.
I was about
people
to say
can make
that.
mistakes where it don't result in
Afghanistan,
bro, because it's not that deep. And sometimes it is, and then you might gotta blow some shit up. So it's on you to decide, but you gotta be able to have both sides.
We gotta stop blowing shit up for minor issues, bro.
For minor issues.
We gotta be men and learn how to communicate.
The thing is that
we
the
gotta be
minor
men
issues.
and learn how to have.
The thing is that you just gotta be able to, because the person that's blowing something up, it's not a minor issue to them. So you gotta be able to see both sides. I was talking to somebody and they told me to be a good arguer, like a good lawyer and things of that sort. You gotta be able to argue both cases for both sides. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I try to do. I always play devil's advocate and things of that sort. I try to argue and see 100% from both sides, whether or not I agree with it or not. But I still try to see it from the other side and then make my decision. Because if you can at least understand it, you can maybe understand where somebody, you don't gotta agree with it.
Right.
But you can at least see it and be like, all right, you know what? Maybe it wasn't as personal as it felt.
Why you didn't get the part in the Fresh Prince movie? What's going on with that?
In the Bel Air?
In the Bel Air, what's up with
Yeah.
that? You feel like you deserved it? You probably
I
deserve
gotta
it.
watch what I say.
You probably deserve it though.
I ain't want a part.
Nobody cares.
I didn't want a part.
You ain't.
I
You
didn't
don't
really
deserve that just because you the nephew.
First of all, shout out to my man Jabari. That's my boy. And I'm happy you got the part. I feel like you deserved it. And I feel like you carry it the right way. Let's be clear.
All right.
Second of all, I never wanted that part. I'm not an actor. I'm not a good actor. I'm a real nigga. You understand? So I'm not good at acting. And I never wanted to be an actor. But what I do feel like I need parts of is just that this is what we talking about is really my life. And not only is it my life, it's my culture. So it's like, don't not involve me. Don't have people around in my hood and in my city coming. Have all of that going on, but just have me involved as well. You know what I'm saying? Have me in the mix as well. And because I can only add to it.
I feel like
I ain't
you
trying
don't,
to take nothing away.
but I feel like you don't use what you have.
I don't. I sit back and see it and then get pissed.
I
But
get
don't-
mad
I
at
don't
him
force
because
it.
he don't use. I be like, bro, what are you? Why you doing that? You could have just did that and did this. You feel me? But
It's
it be
not
like
always a
that.
priority for me.
But it be like that when you grew up with stuff. Like somebody see your Uncle Will and be like, oh my God. You like, man, what's up? But
No, I don't carry Willie
because
like
you
that.
come accustomed to being around stuff.
Well,
and
like
you
I
don't
said,
really,
when Instagram first started and Meek and them was first getting on Instagram and shit, they was doing all of the Instagram stuff, and I was like, my everyday life was the most viral shit on Instagram. You know what I'm
But it
saying?
feel normal
I live-
because you.
But I live in a 200-acre property in Calabasas.
Right.
My uncle is Will Smith. We got chefs. I wake up in the morning, I press the button, and they make me whatever I want to eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I come downstairs, my food and plate, everything is set up for me. My cousins is Jaden and Willow Smith.
Is that
and Trey
shit?
Smith.
Let me
And
ask
all
you
of
this
them.
question: is it what people think it is though?
Yes.
On a real level, I'm speaking the experience of it.
Yes.
Is it something to miss? Do it make you happy? Is it the shit like that?
Yes. The fuck? Did you hear what everything I just said?
I did, but
I'm doing the video, love.
hey, yo, he was directed by C.
I'm in the interview, love.
Who that, man?
All right.
Yo, your phone, this is very disrespectful. You on the set?
I ain't trying. No.
You on the set of
This shit
directed by
jumping. It's lit.
by C.
You put the bad signal out. You posted me. You said I'm in the city.
I did too. Damn. So it's lit. So
Yeah, it's lit, bro. We're not gonna take away from none of that shit, man. Big Willie put the work in to make it lit. It's that.
It's really that.
It's that, bro. I told you. I wake up. It's 7 chefs in the house. It's 3 chefs. It's 10 workers. It's, you know what I'm saying. Niggas spending millions of dollars on.
So do Big
landscape.
Willie like digging his nose and sit on the couch and watch TV and fart and all that? Is he?
But he probably not gonna sit down and watch TV. He probably gonna be on the laptop. You know?
Oh, he laptop boy.
Probably gonna be on his laptop. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you got 7 chefs.
Yeah.
Any car outside. What the fuck Jaden be doing? What the fuck? Jaden seem like he.
Jaden got his own mansion. He got the old mansion. He got the mansion in Hidden Hills where Kanye and Kim Kardashian and all them live. That's the little mansion. He got the little mansion in there.
Jaden, do he give a fuck about like what the internet say and all that? Is he?
Jaden is such a gangster. I love my young boy.
He really a gangster?
I love that nigga, man. He is who he is. I don't care about him. He is who he is, bro. It's so funny, right? The internet called Jaden gay, and he trolled with the internet like he gay. And you know the only thing that he care about on the internet? Damn. The only thing he care about on the internet, and I'm gonna say it because it's the truth, is his girlfriend and him getting caught with another girl and shit like that.
That's the deep part about life.
That's the only thing he
The shit you care about, they wouldn't even know. You be like, I don't give a fuck about
The internet calling him gay. He trolling about Tyler, the Creator. He doing all this shit. And the only thing Jaden care about on the internet is being caught on a boat with another, with some energy.
It's crazy.
Well, and his girl, you know what I'm saying, finding out about it and TMZ posting and things like that. That's the type of shit he care about. I just seen a clip on the Instagram, and they did a fit check with Jaden, and they said, hey, it's such and such and such. I'm here with such and such. And they said, what is your name? He said, he stopped and he looked at the camera. He said, Swag Machine 7. He called himself Swag Machine 7. I don't got that shit in me, man. I wish I had that. What Jaden got, I wish I had in me, dog. He don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Sincerely. He lived his life, man.
Yeah.
Sincerely, man.
That's what it's about, man. It's about living your life. It's definitely about living your life. Who you fuck with in the, what females you fuck with in the industry?
In the industry?
Yes.
I
heard a couple.
It's a big industry. What we
Don't fuck
about?
with me. Don't play with me, yeah.
What, you what?
I go there.
You won't go there.
I'm asking you a question. Who you fuck with in the industry? Publicly. Now, if I know something privately, I ain't gonna
Publicly?
say it.
I don't fuck with no girls in the industry publicly. Like, I just went to Tiana Teller birthday party in New York. Well, I don't even think it was her birthday. It just was a party.
I heard you was fucking with Eve before. I don't know how true that is, but I heard you was fucking with Eve before. And I heard...
I only was going to say I was fucking with Eve if you asked me if I was fucking with somebody else. I was going to throw it off like that. But no, I never fucked with Eve.
I heard you fucked with Eve. And I heard she was supposed to have a baby or something, some shit. I don't know.
I ain't never
conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are what they say. That's what I heard. That's what I'm saying.
I got some stuff under my belt. I took Sierra to the what premiere did I take her to? I took Sierra to one of them premieres.
What's Sierra like? Sierra.
Well, she like this was around the time with Bow Wow and shit. This was like the goody Sierra like back then. We was chilling. She was a vibe. I was picking it. It's a lot of girls in the industry, but
You ever been to a Diddy party?
Nowadays I don't even know what that question means.
You ever been at Diddy house with the music up real loud with a lot of vodka and tequila and a bunch of...
I fucked the girl in Diddy house.
Yeah, well, your affidavit coming soon.
It was a woman.
Did she sign some? Did she sign something and said she?
Ain't none of us signed nothing. We just was thugging. It was up.
How you feel about that Diddy situation, Kay?
I think it's fucked up, bro.
You think it's fucked up for real?
Yeah, I hope Puff ain't all of them bottles of baby oil ain't drugs and he drugging girls. That's like crazy now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But cause I hope that's not the case. But I'm actually a black man that's sitting here and that wants Puff to come out of this situation and be okay. Mm-hmm. Because I think that he was always motivation and hope for people like us.
Right.
to come and make something happen and become very successful, powerful, and financially free and able to take care and create a life for your family. So I don't look at Puff for just the things. I actually have a relationship with Puff's kids more than I have a relationship with Puff, and
Right.
the lifestyle that he's able to provide for his kids and the way that they're able to live is something that I would aspire to be and be able to create for my future children and things of that. So I just think the whole situation with Puff is like, without knowing any real details, I just say that I just think it's unfortunate and it's fucked up, and I really hope that he's spiritually intact, and that the best things happen with come out of that if
Yeah, I hope he
if
is
he's
too.
spiritually intact the way he is.
I just know how it is to be successful. I know, like we just were saying, when you're successful, it just come with a lot, man. They created a hotline for you to call, to be able to call.
Yeah, I just think I definitely think they trying to, whatever it is and whoever it is, I think they trying to ruin Puff. And I hope that he is spiritually intact, because that's the only thing that gets you through shit like this.
What's some of your roughest times in life?
Roughest times in life?
Yeah. Dealt with depression before?
Have I dealt with depression? I don't know, man. I may have.
I did. I did.
All right, so just as a question, when you dealt with depression, how long makes it depression? Like, what makes it depression? Like,
You could be depressed. You could be depressed you could say, man, I was depressed yesterday.
or just yesterday.
Yes.
So depressed can just be a yesterday thing or a
Yes.
couple hour thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been depressed before.
You
Everybody.
can say, yo, I was depressed 2 hours ago, man. I'm dealing, but as it just don't come and just go and be done. It's something frequently that goes on.
I've dealt with that shit, but I've also, now that I'm older, I feel like I know how to beat it. I know that you can wake up and make a decision to work on yourself as an individual, i.e. getting in the gym, changing your body, reading some books, eating healthy. There's certain things in life that you can do that take you out of that energy and that spirit.
What is Kyle Smith? What are you working towards though? Do you got that figured out?
I'm working towards financial freedom, happiness, and to tell you the truth, bro.
But financial freedom already exists in your camp though.
I mean, I'm talking about fuck the camp. I'm talking about for me.
But this is my point. You create financial freedom to make it exist in the camp to be able to.
But let me say what I was about to say real quick.
Why you can't?
Honestly, as I sit here right now, I'm exactly the person that I want to be, bro. Like
what is that? You think?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a trendsetter. I have vision. I'm my own man. I'm an individual. I'm a boss. I'm a lover. I'm a family member. I'm a great friend. I'm a person that's striving every day to be better, a better individual. So, as I'm sitting here, I'm not the end of the road vision of me, but I am the person, and I'm striving to be the person that I want to be. The only thing that can come to me, I do a lot right now, bro. Only thing that can come to me right now, Feast, is more money and better positioning. That's it. Cause I'm a hustler. I work hard. I'm a lover. I got a good heart. I care about people. I take care of people. I put people in position. I got great vision.
For sure. I just think that you need to utilize your resources more. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
To you.
Absolutely.
I think you don't make calls that you can make.
I don't
Do
because I don't. I have to want to make the call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a space in my life right now where I don't make the call that I don't want to make. If I want to make the call, I make the call now. Now, when I was younger, I was, you go through phases where you might not make the call.
Right.
You don't want to be doing too much or da-da-da. No, I make the call now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna make the call. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get it done.
You know, in the city, man, there's a lot of little things going on as far as, you know, with the rap scene and just the whole scene of us as a culture. And how you feel about Quilly as a in the whole? I think Quilly is real good at what he do. I think Quilly is real good at what he do as far as like how Quilly troll. I think Quilly uses the internet as more of a business and less as personal.
Yeah.
And I feel like with our city, with us, we take a lot of things personal. Like we don't know how to utilize the internet. When you say something on the internet about a person, we take it super personal and it be damn near ready to be a war. How you feel about like things like that with Quilly on the internet and stuff like that?
Quilly, I just think Quilly's super entertaining. I think he doing what he gotta do to feed his family and get his money. So I don't really hate on it. I ain't got no issue with Quilly. He ain't never say nothing bad about me. We ain't never had no issues with each other or nothing. So
I fuck with Quilly.
whatever he doing is like, I personally like the lane he's creating for himself to feed his family. He's funny. And,
That was the issue of the well, it wasn't the issue of the year, but that was something that came up with because recently we was on the internet and we was talking about a couple things and his name came up with you know people who come at him and Meek and what about the Garcia and Mike Knox situation? How you view that? Because that was all over the place.
how I view it?
Yeah, what you thought? What you thought about it? Like,
Man, it just is what it is. To tell you the truth, I feel like it was a better look for Garcia and the Chasers in that situation.
why?
I just feel like because they playing internet games. So when you're dealing with the internet, it's not going to look. It's the internet versus reality. In that situation, I don't know what was going on. I don't know what happened, but just from my eyes looking. In that situation, it looked like Mike Knox was trying to carry it a certain way. And I just don't think that way that he was trying to carry it is going to help him win on the internet.
But morally, do you think it was?
Morally, I don't think morally it really benefited because the internet drives the narrative in these streets. So if he just, you know, did whatever he did one-on-one and directly, probably morally it would have did more. But on the internet and with people trying to make it out to be a certain way, I think it probably hurt more than helped him. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, the real always going to support the real. And that just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of people that don't even know about that shit, bro.
Damn, there's a whole world out here, basically.
Yeah.
You think you hotter than a lot of the rappers out?
I know I am. As far as making music.
Why? Why you think you hotter?
I mean, I make better music than them. My projects is better. I make better music than a lot of artists in the city. Like, you can't none of them fuck with me. It ain't nobody you can put ahead of me.
Who you like?
Who do I like?
In the
or
city.
Who do I respect?
Who do you like as far as music in the city?
Making music?
Yes.
Like being a good artist?
Yes.
I like Meek Mill as an artist. I feel like, and when I say liking, I don't even gotta be talking about just right now what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect him as an artist. I like Uzi Vert as an artist. These are people that made millions of dollars and had platinum records as an artist coming from Philly. So it's not an easy thing to do that. So I respect them. And that's just as far as being successful in creating bodies of work. That because making music, one thing, see, I make music. So it's a lot of hot rappers and shit like that. But to be successful in the music business and the industry, you got to make records that people can promote, and you got to make bodies of work and things of that sort, and make records. Making a record is different than being a good rapper. Everybody in Philly is a good rapper. It's a difference between making good records that the world likes.
You feel like gatekeeping exists?
Yes. So all I have to say though too, I said I like Meek, I like Uzi. As far as making music, I like That's Rada. As far as rapping and shit like that,
Rada fire.
I like Rada. You know what I'm saying? Rada beef, front and hand, give me a feature. You know what I'm saying? But DM me and tell me I'm one of them niggas, but ain't get on my songs. But I also know shit is timing. I think Rocky is incredible as an artist. As a rapper. You know
Like
what I'm
Rocky.
saying? As a female rapper, yeah, I think she dope. I like
Rocky.
I like Lights a lot.
Lights.
I think Lights is fire. I like K Gibbs. I like Cash Capri. My fault. Let me not disrespect Cash home team. I like Cash Capri.
Gibbs fire.
I like K Gibbs. Me and K Gibbs, we don't even got like a personal relationship so much, but we got a song together that's super fire because my man Bundles called me up and K Gibbs and his team and them, they be doing these like battles on what is it, on like YouTube or something?
Mm-hmm.
They be doing these battles and I jumped into a battle with K Gibbs and we was popping shit. And they cheated me, all them North niggas, you know, it was a bunch of North Philly judges, they cheated me. But I respected K Gibbs' hand. You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically a song for song. Mm-hmm. But I respected his hand. And I know he respected my hand. And we locked in after that. I'm like, yo, let's work and shit. And we locked in after that. And we created a dope-ass record. That shit runs. So my new project, Lonely Nights. And yeah, I like K Gibbs. Me and Cash Capri got some super fire shit. Who else is dope? It's like Core, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Core is the nigga that told me, like, yo, K, he just told me they had a show in Atlantic City. And Core just was like, yo, K, I just wanted to tell you, I just went up to Core, he was passing by and I'm like, what's up, bro? He gave me a hug and shit. Like, man, I just wanted to tell you, I really appreciate you because before I was cracking and before all this shit was going on, you one of the niggas that used to hold me down when I would come to LA. And you ain't have to do none of that. And then he's like, I really respect you for that. You know what I'm saying? I think Core is just super fire. Free Leaf Ward, West Philly representative. You know what I mean? Free the boy Leafy, because I fuck with Leafy. Me and Leaf was in the process of putting some shit together. And I just feel like Leaf was one of them guys that talk, and he from my side of the town. And he was always a nigga that carried me the correct way and showed me the right respect. And I fuck with him. I think lyrically he one of them guys. Musically he can put that shit together. Gunna is a legend. Like,
who, Chris?
Yeah, his pen is that is the way he got
Gunna one of my favorite.
And shit.
What about you like Beans?
I ain't heard nothing from Beans though. Like Mac lately. He's a legend then, if that's what you're saying. Like,
what about Freeway, Petey?
They all legends, man. I got a song with Petey. That's my biggest streaming song, me and Crack. So it's like, they all legends. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love them guys, man. They pushed our culture forward, and they legends for Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia, period. So it's nothing but love and respect for them. And I love to work with all of them if I get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, man, and I'm sure there's other people in the city that I like and I respect, like Tierra Whack. I don't listen to her music or nothing like that, but I know she dope as shit. I know who she is. I respect her. I got love for her, and that's my homie.
How you feel about accountability?
Accountability?
Yes. How in tune you are with accountability?
I feel like accountability is something that makes you a grown person, human being, a grown man, a grown woman, taking accountability. And it's something that is necessary because we all make mistakes and we all fall short sometimes. But accountability is something that I just feel like it takes a mature person to be accountable. And it takes a grown person and a mature person to hold themselves accountable. And even if somebody else holds you accountable and you accept it, I respect it.
Yeah. When the last time you cried?
Cried?
Yes.
Damn, I wish I could say when the last time I cried, because I'm really not sure as far as tears coming down my eyes.
Is that a blessing?
I do know I cried when Nip died, though.
You had a personal relationship with Nip?
Yeah, I had a relationship with Nipsey. That was my boy.
Nip was such a powerful impact on the culture is that when he passed away, it affected me like he was really, I never met him in my life.
Yeah.
That's how impactful I want to be.
Yeah. I cried when Nip died. Cause I had a personal relationship with him. And yeah, that shit ain't feel good. But that's the last time I remember I cried. I ain't
Damn,
cried
that's
in a long
crazy.
time.
Rest in peace, Nick. Moment of silence for Nick, man.
Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Shout out to Nip. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to his kids. Lauren and I want to say Nip's son name is Cross. They was just at our house, my uncle's house in Calabasas for Father's Day. And that was kind of crazy for me because to see Lauren London there and Nip's son there, you know what I'm saying? They came as Jada people, so they came and they spent Father's Day with us. And I was like, Nip wasn't even able to be there and all of that. And I felt like it made me feel, I didn't know how it made me feel, but it also made me feel good that Nip people, Nip baby mom, his wife, he would want us to say, and his kid was with my family and our household at that time because it was real love. And I with me knowing Nip, I know he'll like, you know, he'll fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
What's some words of encouragement that your uncle gave you? Like something you could share with the people?
My uncle
real
gave me unlimited game, bro. If I'm gonna be honest with you. But I just say some of the game that he's giving me is just getting your body right. Going through the process of getting your body right forces you to become a different person in the universe. And once you become that other person, it helps you get into the flow of the universe. Because the universe and everything that's going on, it has a flow. And there's certain things that help you get into the flow to the point where once you're in the flow, things happen for you and you can't explain it. It just happens for you that way. And
damn, it's crazy.
And there's certain things that get you into the flow of the universe. One of the things is waking up and, you know, taking care of your body, hitting the gym or something like that, working out, on some kind of physical training. And then another thing my uncle has come into now lately is just knowing that, man, we don't know. We don't got this shit, man. Everybody trying to figure it out on every single level.
Yeah.
We all trying to figure it out, man. We all trying to get it together.
Crazy.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes. Accept it from other people as well.
It's nothing wrong.
Accept it within yourself and accept it from other people as well.
Absolutely, man.
And the main thing you said, Kay, is we all got fuck ups.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes it's alright to be able to accept a fuck up from somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta hold everybody accountable for their fuck ups.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Nobody's perfect.
For sure, dog.
Where you see yourself at in 5 years?
5 years, richer, happier, kids, beautiful woman, involved with a major play that has to do with something going on in this industry, whether it be film, music, or my chocolate company. I got a chocolate company, something like that, but definitely a major player.
What's the chocolate company? What's that?
Prestige Global Chocolate. And you know, people don't do this, but shout out to Tone Trump from West Philly. Tone Trump introduced me to this guy, and he was like, yo, this could be, you know, this one of my investors, and da-da-da. And he introduced me to one of my business partners, Rashid. And when I met Rashid, I locked in with Rashid. I went to Calgary, Canada. Da-da-da. I brought Charlie Mack on board to be part of the chocolate company. So we making a lot of money together, and not only that, but we have ownership in one of the biggest chocolate companies in Canada, and we just recently brought it to the States, and we're based in New York, and we will be the #1 edible chocolate in the United States by the end of the year.
What made you bring Charlie Mack in on it?
My business partner asked me to, and I saw the vision. You know, Charlie's just somebody that knows every single person, especially in the older than me. He knows all of the people that are, you know, the older celebrities and the, you know, some good investors and things of that sort. So it just made sense. Charlie Mack can walk us in a million doors that we'll be able to leave our product in.
Smart business move. Take some of this company, be the consultant. Let's move forward and get money, because
we ain't even just making him being a consultant, man. We giving him, you know, he's the owner.
No, I'm saying take some stake in the company, be the consultant,
exactly.
and help us grow it.
Exactly.
Because it's room in it for all of us.
Exactly.
We gotta understand, man. There's room in things for all of us.
Exactly.
It's various companies that we can build.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be greedy and keep the whole pie. Break it down, because we'll get further. I'd rather own a percentage of something than
own 100% of nothing.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's the problem right there, man. Yeah, man, I'm glad you came up here, man.
What's up, dog? So I just dropped a project, Lonely Nights. I'm in the city. We shooting some videos.
Why you name your project Lonely Nights? I like that album. I felt like the vibes was different there. I feel like you was somewhere mentally different. I know some records on there I already heard before you even put the project together, but a few on there is new. And I can tell the difference because...
Well, Lonely Nights, the reason why I call this project Lonely Nights is because I actually lost like 25 pounds and shit working out and, you know, eating healthy and things of that sort. And the reason why I called it Lonely Nights is because there was a lot of nights where I was by myself going into the gym or taking my last 3-mile walk, you know, around like in my neighborhood, 3-mile walk so I can get a certain amount of steps in and shit like that. Because like I told you, I was focusing on losing my weight. And I realized that there's a lot of nights that I was working on myself and to create the best version of me. And when you're doing that at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, when you got to get an extra 5,000 steps in to hit your goal for the night, ain't nobody going outside with you at 10:30 to 11 o'clock at night to go run 3 miles because you got to get some extra steps in. So those is lonely nights. Those is nights where I was walking in the gym and by myself, working on myself to achieve a goal that I had and a vision that I seen for myself. When I realized those is gonna be lonely nights. Basically, it's just like, you know, working hard to get to that next level. Not everybody gonna be with you. You gotta do that shit on your own. You gotta thug out.
How you grow up around all that success and growing up with that certain lifestyle due to the iconic Will Smith and not become entitled?
I probably am entitled in different ways, to tell you the truth. I try to stay humble, and I am humble. So, and also because I know I'm a real humble nigga, bro. So a lot of times when you be saying I don't press the buttons and do shit like that is because sometimes I don't want to overly force shit. I like things to come natural and you know, to be how it's supposed to be and come natural. So I try not to overly force my hand and press buttons and things of that sort.